What's going on, y'all? It's me, Gospel Lee, and today I have the pleasure of reviewing the album Empire from the artist Derek Minor, formerly known as Pro. The album has 16 tracks and a full roster of guest artists and features. The first track that stood out to me was the title track, Empire. The way this track starts out with the drums and the voices, you have a really good feeling that this is going to be a big track. And then as soon as the beat drops, Derek Minor confirms that with just an aggressive in-your-face flow. I really liked the chorus on Empire. I felt like the vocals in the chorus just really radiated. And the harmonies, when they would come in, it almost like transcended that radiance to another level. Like it was just really just beautiful to listen to, honestly. Another thing I loved about the chorus, it was very simple, it was singable, and it was significant. Like just hearing those words, like it was just beautiful. Another thing that really helped the chorus stand out that I loved was the instrumental arrangement of the chorus. You've got this simple piano, and then you've got that mixed with this really, really rich bass groove and just some simple hand claps. It provided a great contrast to the rapping that Derek Minor was doing in the verses, and it also provided this really classic hip-hop / R&B feel that was just very warm and almost like inspiring and encouraging. And so the chorus really, all those elements together in the chorus really, I appreciated it. I really liked it a lot. So Empire had a very complete feel to it. It took you on a journey, I felt, and I felt like it went back full circle. And then I feel like it was just the perfect title track. I feel like the mood and the energy and the message in the song lined up with the title track beautifully. Kingdom Come was another song that stood out to me. You have these really vibrant strings and a very, very subtle piano riff peppered in. And then you have a walking bass line and these like really authentic sounding drums kind of created this 70s / Marvin Gaye / soul feel, which I thought was very, very interesting. It's very, very different, but it was a cool groove. I feel like in this song, Derek Minor really, really crafts very beautifully the experience of building a successful empire of wealth and power. Like it's just very, very believable the way that he's conveying this experience. The end of the song shows perfectly how quickly that empire can be completely gone. And the way that it ends, it's very sobering and it's just as believable as what Derek Minor was doing earlier in the song in the verses. Each part is just as believable as the other, so it made for a very solid track. Until the End of Time is another track that stood out to me. As soon as the beat drops, the flow is just bold and unapologetic. I feel like Derek Minor just really gets in there and just really sets a good stage with this boldness and just being unapologetic in this flow that opens up the song. The features on this song was really a part of the reason why it stood out to me. First of all, Lecrae is on this song, and he really does a great feature. I feel like he just kind of brings who he is to the track. Starts out really simple, then a little bit of chopping here and there, and then it's just like a smooth flow to kind of ride on out. Classic Lecrae. So he really did a great job. I feel like Cannon was positioned the last on this song, and I really feel like that was intentional because I feel like the way that he's chopping and just going off is a great way to close out the song and even close out the album. So in my mind, he's just kind of like the closer on this song, and he's like the anchor, if this is a relay, like he's just bringing it home. And he kind of leaves you with the last impression on the album, and he does a solid job, just classic Cannon, just going off and chopping crazy. I liked the overall message of this song because I feel like the overall message of this song is kind of the overall overarching, all-encompassing message of the entire album, which is the empire of God will last until the end of time. Like all of our empires, what we build will, one day not be there anymore, but the empire of God will last a long time, if not forever, until the end of time. And so this song really kind of captures that message, and it just really kind of ties up the end of the song or the end of the album very, very perfectly. So my favorite track on this album would have to be Who You Know. Just right out of the gate, like you just hear the beat starting up, and it feels like it's, the first couple seconds when the beat is starting up feels like a roller coaster, like just slowly kind of going up that little hill. And then once the beat drops, it's just like, oh, it's just like that, like, oh, like it's just a crazy, crazy beat, and it just really just gets you. I think the thing that I liked a lot was towards the end, there's a transition where the beat flips to halftime. And that's really useful because it adds variety to the track and it saves it from being overly repetitive. And it's a perfect way to end the song. It adds creativity and it's just a kind of a great switch up that spices the song up and kind of keeps it from, going dull. The reason why it's my favorite track is it just makes me want to do this a lot.
Who you know, shining in these streets like a light, man. Who you know, stay the same, sun, day to Sunday. Who you know, taking off on tracks like a runway. Who you know, beat the odds even when they say can't.
Overall, I thought the album was excellent. The Empire theme was so very well used in several different places throughout the album. It's a very, very complete feeling album from start to stop. I really feel like Derek Minor just kind of feels locked in on this album. And there's almost a confidence that is coming from that being locked in that you can hear on this album on every single track. It sets the bar really, really high for 2015, being one of the first projects out in 2015. So he set the bar very, very high. And it's an enjoyable album and it creates an anticipation to see what he's going to do next. So that's my review. I hope it was helpful. Bottom line, this is an album that you will not regret getting. I suggest going out and getting it, grab an extra copy and give one to a friend because it's going to be something that you can listen to for a long time.